I giving you live projects about what's happening in Ebonyi State. So please stay tuned and please don't touch that dial for more projects. Stay with me.
His Excellency Engr.David Nwaze Umahi, the Executive Governor of Ebonyi State. Her Excellency Chief Mrs. Rachel Umahi, the wife of the Executive Governor of Ebonyi State.
I'm here to know the extent of work His Excellency within his 2 years in office have done to tell the whole world that Ebonyi is having potable drinking water at a moment now, so that the whole world will see what His Excellency is doing in terms of water supply to the East citizens. That's why we are here.
Introducing Engineer Mbeke Peter, Ministry of Water Resources. Olewa Elechi, PRO, Ministry of Water Resources.
All the whole place reticulated has been energized. What I mean by energized, that I have introduced water in the pipe to those pipes. So they are fully charged now, waiting for people to come and connect. So His Excellency is doing well. He never wanted any Ebonyian to fall back in what has been happening to us, because previously we have been known as the Guinea state. But this time around, His Excellency has ensured that that record is never noticed again in the life and history of Ebonyi State. When the rehabilitation in Ezolo will finish and will come on board to meet up with the water scheme, we will have, we will always say in a day we have 24 hours, but I will say we have 25 hours water supply. What I mean by 25-hour water supply, you know that at every point in time there is water for the people.
We want any Ebonyian who is not using water, who is not using the tap water, is the cause of it, because the tap, as the engineer already said, has been energized for every Ebonyian to tap into it and get his or her water to the doorstep, because this water is already in your doorstep. Just make an application to the Ministry of Water Resources. They will approve of it. They will come and collect it for you. You start using the water. So I'm here and now kicking off, telling them that they should go and tap to this and forget this propaganda, because Ebonyi State, every day by Engr.David Nwaze Umahi of today, has given this water and it's fully 100% hygienic for our consumption.
Live and direct. Don't touch that dial.
We are the profilers. Please don't touch that dial. We are the profilers. Don't touch that dial.
The hunters of the project. Don't touch that dial. Oshe, fathers.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Why are we here today?
We are here to see what is going on in terms of the water facilities we have in Ebonyi State. This is the largest water facility we have. The water scheme started by the previous administration, but it was not fully completed. Now, the present regime, His Excellency Chief Engineer David Nwaze Umahi, have completed it and is giving the whole of Abakaliki Metropolis water now. So we are here to know the extent of work His Excellency within his 2 years in office have done to tell the whole world that Ebonyi is having potable drinking water at a moment now, so that the whole world will see what His Excellency is doing in terms of water supply to the East citizens. That's why we are here for inspection tour and to see the capacity and to ask some of the engineers. This is one of the engineers that are here with us to tell us what is happening. How do they circulate water? How do they supply water? Whether there is a reservoir inside town, how the water goes into our private homes. And people that doesn't even have the water in our private home, what they will do to start getting water in our private home. So we show this to the world, the strides of His Excellency Chief Engineer David Umahi in terms of supplying potable water to Ebonians.
Give us your profile, please.
I am the technical assistant to the State Governor on Media. My name is Engineer Sitakalu.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good day.
Good day.
Could you introduce yourself to us?
Okay, my name is Engineer Mbeke Peter.
Okay.
From Ministry of Water Resources.
Okay. Could you emphasize more on what the Ministry of Water Resources have actually done? How far have they gone in impacting into this administration?
Actually, since the inception of this administration, under the leadership of His Excellency Engineer Chief Dr. David Nwaze Umahi, it has been tremendously awesome. Since the inception of since he assumed office, he has been ensuring that Ebonyians has water and have it more abundantly. Yes, right now, as I talk to you now, this water treatment plant, it was built under the previous administration and completed on this administration to ensure that Ebonyians have water. If you take a look at what is going on there, we'll climb upstairs, you'll see how the water is being treated and distributed to the people. As we go up, I will explain more to you.
Thank you so much. Later.
How the water is being treated. There is a place we call the low lift, where the raw water is being taken from, down to this place. And as it's coming, the low lift is down there. So now at this point, the water is coming from the low lift to this point. And as it's here, it's getting mixed with atmospheric temperature, whereby oxygen is being introduced into the water. Here we introduce the chemicals in which we use in treating water. We have the lime, we have the chlorine, and we have the polyelectrolytes. And all of them have different functions. Yes, we first of all introduce the lime and the alum for coagulation to take place. It is being passed through like this to that place. Let's go there, you will see something. Now, this is what we call the rapid mixer. This motor here helps in mixing the chemical being introduced into this water rapidly. But by virtue of the one that has escaped, you have the slow mixer here. And if you take a look, you will see the chemical being poured in to make sure that the water is purified for consumption. Now, this is a slow mixer that mixes the water so that we can be able to have flux. If you take a look inside the water now, you will see flux, whereby telling us that there is a whole lot of chemical in which the water is being attracted to, and we have flux, and this flux is being transferred into this place. And we have another slow mixer here that equally mix the water with the chemicals in which we introduce. Mind you, we introduce alum, lime, and polyelectrolytes, and both of them have different functions. Lime is the alum is to coagulate, while the polyelectrolyte is to help the flux to have weight, and whereby it will go down and the clean water will be on top. Now, as we move, this is another stage. At this point here now, the water flows in this gallery. Whereby we have 4 chambers. The 4 chambers for sedimentation. This is one of the chambers here. Here now, the water is entering via this gate. Look at this gate here. Here. It's entering via this gate. This gate is open and water is coming into this chamber. And what we are seeing now, you see if you take a look at it, you will see the flux that was generated as a result of the chemical being introduced into the water to remove all the debris. Now, at this point, it's going. Gradually, it is settling by the help of polyelectrolyte, making the flux to be at the down, while the clean water will be at the top. Now, it will be going up to this stage where the water, the clean water, will be enter the filtration stage. Now, this is it. If you take a look, you will see. Now already this is clean water. The flux has gone down and the clean water is on top. It will enter through this channel and switch over to this point where we now have, at this stage now, we now have the filter beds going in. Inside here it is being filtrated to the clear well. At this point, the water is good for consumption, but it is not actually pure, because a chemical like chlorine will be introduced here to make sure that all those aquatic animals never escape. All of them will die off at this point. So when it is filtered and sent to the clear well and introduce chlorine, then it is safe for consumption. So now, but let's still go back, because there will be some places, there will be some challenges. Challenges as we have, by the time the the mud is accumulated. So we use what we call mud sucker to suck away the mud. And when the mud comes, it comes directly under this place. And it is going back to where the water is coming from the inlet in the first place. Like this. It's entering this pipe. If you look at it now, it's entering this pipe and it's going back to the river where the water is coming from in the first place. So this is the little process of the treatment plants. When I go in now, I will show you the chemical houses where the chemicals are being mixed and how it is being mixed and the quantity that are mixed. And now, this is a mega treatment plant that is automated. Everything in this treatment plant is automated. We'll go into the control room. You will see the system, how it is being automated, how it is being handled from there. Because everything, apart from the high lift pump, every other pumps here are automated. So that is how this mega treatment plant is being designed. Let's go into the control room. You will see the control panel and the system and how it is being operated. Yes, this is the office that controls. This is where we have the control room. Now, this young man sitting down here is the operator. He's looking at the screen. Just like I said, everything here is automated. From here, you can now see the volume of water you are treating, how it is being done. If there is any issue, if any of the valve is having issue, you will see it from this system. So, now, which filter are we using? We are using filter number.
I was using 5 filters before.
Now?
Because we are using two pumps from
at the low lift.
But I reduced it because the thing is filling up.
Okay, so we now have 3 filters now.
Yes.
Working. 2 is on backwash. So that is how the whole water treatment plant is being operated. I will take you around to the high lift. You will see exactly how the pump is being pushing the water from the clear well to the reservoir at Abakaliki. Now,
that is very lovely. That's very lovely. Well, how many liters or cubic meters of water do you supply from here to Abakaliki?
Yes, this treatment plant is designed to carry 100,000 cubic meters per day.
Per day?
Yes.
It's not monthly.
It's not monthly. It's per day.
Does it move from here to a reservoir? Does it move and start circulating or circulating?
We have a central reservoir, a collection center. There we pump water from here to that reservoir, and from that reservoir we distribute by gravity. So the only way we need, just like you said, the only way we need pump is at this treatment plant. At the reservoir we distribute by gravity. So I will take you now to the pumping station.
This water scheme is the only water scheme that supplies water now. What happened to Ezilo water scheme?
Yes, Ezilo water scheme is under rehabilitation. Okay. This government came on board and saw the need of people for water. So they embarked on water rehabilitation, treatment plants water rehabilitation. So currently now, as I speak to you, Ezilo is under rehabilitation, and it is courtesy of His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Ebonyi State.
The same with Okawo water scheme?
Yes, Okawo water scheme, past administration contracted it out and could not finish it. The government that is being now, which is under the leadership of Engr.David David Nwaze Umahi, came on board and saw the need for water for the people. So he decided to continue the project that was left by his predecessor. So currently now, work is seriously ongoing at Okawo Water Treatment Plant to ensure that it meets the targets of the people.
Thank you very much, Ina. What will be the added effect if Ezilo water scheme comes into fully operation and Okawo water scheme? Will it now mean that the whole of Ebonyi State will now have full water supply?
Yes. When Ezilo will finally, when the rehabilitation in Ezilo will finish and will come on board to meet up with Ofreto water scheme, we will have Let me, we'll always say in a day we have 24 hours, but I would say we have 25 hours water supply. What I mean by 25-hour water supply, you know that at every point in time there is water for the people.
Thank you very much. How did this thing now get to the average Ebonyians, to their doorposts? Have you made plans and preparations on how this thing will now get to ordinary Ebonyians, to their own various and individual homes?
Wow, amazing. Honestly, as I talk to you now, reticulation is going on in the town, and each street, every street in Abakaliki is being reticulated by water to ensure that everybody gets water to his doorsteps. At every street now, it is now very close to you. If people in Ebonyians, there are water along your street, tap to it and enjoy it.
At what cost?
It's just go to Ministry of Water Resources. They will give you the form, you fill the form, apply for it, and you tap your water.
I know they are not going to pay a fortune to get that water. How much do you think they are going to pay to be connected to the water supply?
Just go to Ministry of Water Resources and you put up application, and the water is there for you.
Okay, so that you have something to say.
No. Okay, so please, the water reticulation, we've noticed since last year there's been much delay in especially digging where the pipe will enter and all that. And people complain that it's either the government is spoiling the frontage of their home, or that the water is not even rushing and they stopped the running of the tap for long. What are you doing to see that you meet up with time frame so that people can use this water as early as possible?
Well, as it stands now, water, all the whole pipe reticulated in Ebonyi State has been energized. So what we just need to do now is just go tap from the distance. So nobody is telling you that we broke his road and we could not. It is false. False information.
I mean the new pipe. We have a new pipe where you can lay.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That the reticulation that is going on, all the whole place reticulated has been energized. What I mean by energized, that I have introduced water in the pipe to those pipes, so they are fully charged now, waiting for people to come and connect. So His Excellency is doing well. He never wanted any Ebonyian to fall back in what has been happening to us, because previously we have been known as the Guinea state. But this time around, His Excellency has ensured that that record is never noticed again in the life and history of Ebonyi State.
Sir?
Yes.
We, the neighboring villages, have access to this water?
The neighboring villages, as let me understand what you mean by you mean the next states, the next states,
the host community,
the host communities. Yes, they have access to it. They have access to it. The whole, in fact, His Excellency has earlier this year given a directive that all council chairmen should reticulate water in their localities.
Please, I have one question to ask.
Okay.
Do you have any information office in the water corporation?
Yes, we do.
All right.
We have a.
How do you disseminate information to the public that water is now available close to them?
Yes, we have the jingle has been on air. We have the one. In fact, if care is not taken today, you will still hear it again. That people should come and connect. That the water is there at their doorstep. That what they need to do is to come to Ministry of Water Resources and apply for it, and their water is being connected.
Have you used the media houses adequately?
Yes, we are friendly with the media. What we do, we make sure that the media is involved in whatever we are doing.
Okay, and have you at any given time employed the services of the local town criers?
Yes. We have in the state now, we have these local town criers, Eba, and the whole rest of them. We have been engaging them and making announcements. In fact, we have been disseminating information and making people, creating awareness, going to parks, going to gathering center, viewing center, letting them know that this pipe that we are laying is not just for fancy, it's for the people to make use of it. And then, in fact, we have been engaged every means of publication. So they are aware.
The way I'm seeing this project is a mega project.
Yes.
It does mean that all localities who have the opportunity to get connected will have some water supply.
Yes.
Good.
So,
yes.
So you earlier talked about application.
Yes.
If you want to get connected to the town.
Yes.
How long will this application last for any person who wishes to apply for it?
Yes. The application does not take long. Just come, put up application. I need water. Why? The essence of that application is for enumeration. is to know the number of customers we are feeding. Are you getting me? So if you don't put up application, it's as if you are taking our water illegally, and it is against the law. So we need to know you. Yes, we are giving these people water. Peradventure, if there is anything occurs, we can easily rush to you and solve the matter for you. Like most times, we know I have issue of burst pipe as a result of construction of roads. Yes, if you connect to us, by the time you have burst pipe, we can easily come to fix it up. That is the essence of asking people to come and connect, come and apply, so that we know them, they will know us.
Okay, so excuse me. From your data,
yeah,
what has been the response of people in response to connect water from your office?
Wow, it has been quite...
Based on the information you passed out to the disseminated to them.
It has been quite alarmous. Many people have been coming. In fact, as I even talk to you now, this morning before I left office, a lot of application is there before the table of my director, who is to approve for their connection.
So people are
responding. People are responding. They are coming
for it.
Want to
know if they are aware that there is actually water in town.
Yes, they are aware. People are aware. And even now, as I talk to you now, we are still distributing water to the people in the town.
Okay, so way back since 1996, since Ebonyi State was created,
yes,
we've been introduced to some kind of monthly payment,
yes,
water payment. Do you still intend to continue this payment, this monthly water fee every month? And if you wish to do so, at what rate would that be?
Yes, actually there is no government that runs without tax payment. Are you getting me? So that you contribute a little token does not is insignificant. It's just a little token. But that, how much it will be, is under it will be determined by the State House of Assembly. That this is the rate. Because now take example for EEDC, they say in every unit there is a rate for it. So that one was determined by NEC, National Electricity Commission. So in our own case, Ebonyi State House of Assembly has to determine how much is the rate for it. But for now, we are still creating awareness, letting people know that water is running.
So Ebonyians are being consuming water free of charge?
For now, they are consuming water free of charge.
Thank you very much.
Sir, I want to ask, what are the laid down procedures for your consumers to follow if they want to get this water in their various environments?
Yes, just like I said initially, you need to put up application. Your application will come to the commercial HOD commercial through the director of engineering through the HOD commercial. Make up your application. Come, just write your street, your name, your street, and your address, including your phone number. Write it to the director of engineering services, Ebonyi State Ministry of Water Resources, through the HOD commercial, so that we will know you. By the time your application comes, we will key into our system and say, yes, this person is our customer, and we have every obligation to make our customer happy.
Is there any fee attached to it?
To the application?
Yes.
No, just come with your application.
Thank you.
Thank you. So now we will go down to the pump house so that we will see the pump and how it is working.
Well done.
You're welcome.
Well, not very well. I need to fetch back.
Yeah, Kubaro is working, and Ebonyi State is on the line. Let's go there.
the pressure bar 4.6. That is to tell you the current in which the water is traveling. And we have 57 kilometers to cover from here. So it is very, very okay. Now, what? See. And this is the water. Tell you that it's a clean water. Are you getting me? So, look at it.
Hello. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
What are your observations from this project? And may we know your profile?
Okay, my name is Honorable Mr. Simbad. I'm a technical assistant to the Governor of Media. We are on a fact-finding mission. You know, Ebonyians on social media and other platforms have been talking that the government of today in Ebonyi State, led by Engr.David Nwaze Umahi, has neglected the importance of water to the masses. But here we are to ascertain the level of truth in their rumors. And here we are to, from what we are seeing on ground, we know that what they have been saying is just mere propaganda. Because from what the engineer who has been taking us around, from his analysis so far, Ebonyians are the one, any Ebonyian who is not using water, who is not using the tap water, is the cause of it. Because the tap, as the engineer already said, has been energized for every Ebonyian to tap into it.
And all these are not the panels on these pumps. We have 4 pumps here. So we have the panels that are pumping that are controlling the pumps here. So this is the route. It's pumped out from inside this thing to a particular pipe here that is sending the water down to the treatment plant. So from here now, we now have a pipe route that is sending the water to the treatment plant for treating. So that is just the function of this particular section of this treatment plant. So
I understand this water scheme has 2 chambers.
Not actually chambers per se. We have the water scheme has 2 sections.
2 sections.
Yes, we have the high lift and the low lift. And where we are now is the low lift. Okay. The high lift is where we are just coming from. Okay. That the treatment and the distribution.
The high lift.
Yes.
So the high lift has 2 chambers. When 2 sections. When you understand one is functional, one side is functional, the other one is idle.
No, it is the treatment plant itself. Yeah, the treatment plant itself is 2 sections. Okay, yeah. Yes. Okay. One is working, one is on standby. Okay. Yeah, so that is it. Not that it has it has 2 sections. Okay. One on work,
2
one on standby.
2 treatment sections.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
They can work together.
Yes, they can work simultaneously.
Thank you.
Can you give us one word for His Excellency?
Wow. If you say one word, that means you are trying to limit me. His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Ebonyi State, just like I rightly said, has done so much to Ebonians. Because water is life, and he is giving water to the people. That means he is giving life to Ebonians. Your Excellency, we are so grateful. We, the Ebonians, we are so grateful. Thank you for your good works. Keep it up. Don't relent. The Lord is your strength. He will guide you and protect you. Because you are giving water to the people, Your Excellency, you will never lack water. And just as they say, water is life. You are giving life to the people. Your Excellency, your life is ensured. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. We are so grateful. Thank you and thank you. God bless you.
All right.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
My name is Olo Ewa Elichi. I'm the PRO of the Ministry of Water Resources. What I will say about what the governor has done is he has really done a good job for at least keying into this project of the last administration, because he's a man who understands and believes that government is a continuum, and he has shown the knowledge by keying into this Ofrepe water project. And I would also want you to really understand that he's trying to do some construction in Ivo, Okawo, rehabilitation of a Zulu water scheme, just to make sure that water gets to the nooks and crannies of Ebonyi State. So, and these things and all those ones he's building there are sort of complementary to this Ofrepe water scheme. So he's really done so well in trying to make sure that water gets to everybody in Ebonyi State. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
My name is Ucheke. My name is Ucheke, Technical Assistant to the Governor of Media and Publicity. We are here in Eco Water Scheme, started by the last administration, but it didn't start functioning then. But our dear Governor, Engr.David Nwaze Umahi, made it to start functioning. And this is one of the qualities why we hail him, because he is a governor that has never abandoned any previous project he inherited from the previous administration. So we are here to see what is happening in the water sector in Ebonyi State in terms of supply to the people. We have seen that Ebonians are getting good water in the town, in Abakali capital city, and very soon, as the governor has directed, the local government chairman will reticulate all the pipe waters in the different local government, and thereby it will be moved to the water will be converted to the different localities. So we have seen by ourselves the Ofrepe water scheme at Iko is functional unlike before. So this idea of people talking about water fountains in Abakali city and no water in the capital city, we have seen that they are all lies. There is water in every street, and every compound, every building needs to connect water to the different buildings to just a token connection fee of 5,000 naira from the Ministry of Water Resources. So we are happy with the government. We have seen by ourselves. As the media team, we go back now and enlighten the people more and more. We have been doing this and we keep doing it. We keep highlighting what the governor does. So we are happy, we are seeing ourselves, and we hope the people will see it more now. Thank you very much.
Here we are in Okao Water Treatment Plant. This is the low lift section. And before me here is the site supervisor, Engineer Mike Ewa. Engineer Mike Ewa, please, this is the media team from His Excellency. So they want to know exactly what is happening and how the work is being going. So maybe we'll go around and you take us around and you explain.
Sir, please, can you make an introduction about yourself?
Okay, I'm Engineer Mike Ewa.
Okay.
The resident engineer here. Supervising the project being cited by His Excellency, Engineer Chief David Nwaze Umahi. So here you can see the project going on, and it's desperate to finish the project in no distant period. So as you can see, the project is very fast, and which is solidly supporting the project to be completed within a short period. You see, we have finished the tank here, and then we are now going up on the main building, which is very fast to be completed.
Could you tell us the impact of this project to Ebonyians?
Yes, after the project is completed, Ebonyians will be very happy. There will be water everywhere, more especially this south. This will cover the Ugulangu, Hafiokawo, Afikpo, and the Abumege side, Ohozara, Okose, and so forth and so on. So you can see if this gigantic project is here, people will no longer feel to drink raw water. Then it will only help to, whenever you want to get your water, you just open your tap and fetch water. By so doing, Guinea one will be seriously eradicated.
All right, sir. Thank you. Show us the projects, please.
All right.
Yeah.
So in this pump house, we have 7 hoses. These 7 hoses is where the pumps will be. These 7 hoses is where the pumps will be located. We have 1 here, 2 here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So invariably, the 7 hoses are for the low lift intake pump, which will be taking water from this. Where we are standing is under the tank. You understand? So the pump will pump water from here to high lift, where the water will be treated. All the chemicals will be added and be treated. So free for drinking, free and safe for drinking.
Do you think this process is healthy to Ebonyians?
Yes, yes. That's what we have been clamoring for. Most people in different places are seeking a way to get treated water, because this time around, you know, the river is being polluted, especially during the rainy season. So for that reason, nobody is encouraged to drink raw water. So we are in the technological age, which we cannot go back to our ancient days, where our forefathers take the rivers and they feel that it's all right for them. So for that reason, after the project is completed, many people will be happy, and it will stand a test of time in this life. Because when you look at this project, it's very solid. I don't think the next over 100 years it will still remain like this. So nothing will pull it out. It's a very big and the encourageable project being cited by His Excellency.
One word for His Excellency, please.
Yes, I know that he's a man of vision, and he think ahead of time. He knows that his people want him to be here, and as such, that's the reason why people want him to come for the second time bid in his political career. So I know if you continue with this type of platform, everybody, it's a very big legacy is now laying down, and I know his name has been in the Guinness Book of Record. So I say 5 boza for him.
Could you give us the bozas?
Boza, 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 boza.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes. Honestly, His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Ebonyi State, has done so much well in terms of water. This is a project which started from the past administration, and because of the passion he has for water, for his people, he never wanted the issue of Guinea worm to reoccur again in the history of Ebonyi State. That is why he decided to continue this project and to make sure that this project comes to life. In fact, I am so grateful to His Excellency for the bold step that he has taken. We, from the Ministry of Water Resources, we say thank you so much, Your Excellency, for making this project a reality. We are so happy. Thank you, Your Excellency. God bless you.
Thank you. I also want to ask a question. Do you think where is this particular project cited at?
Yes, this particular project is cited in Ohofio Cow. In the Sanitarian District, it is cited in the Ebonyi South Sanitarian District. Yes, the one we went to in the first place was cited in Ebonyi North, and this one is in Ebonyi South. So he is making everything possible to balance the equation.
All right. So, thank you so much.
Thank you so. I'm so grateful to His Excellency. Yes, I think the PRO of the ministry, you need to.
Yeah, thank you. Like I said, my name is Olo Ewa Elechi, the PRO of the ministry. Most of the projects you've told is being made by Ministry of Water Resources, which is under the able leadership of Mrs. Ifemi Anwale. She's a very hard-working, very indefatigable woman, serious-minded, so serious. She is the one that is coordinating the affairs of this project being handled by His Excellency, Engineer Chief David Umahi. It wouldn't be, if you see the volume of work that they are doing, it means the ministry is really putting in every effort to make sure that they do not fail His Excellency. And I know that by the last time His Excellency snipped into this project, I'm sure he was very, very impressed. And what we are going to promise His Excellency is that we in the Ministry of Water Resources, with the able leadership of our Madam, Mrs. Ifemi Anwale, we will make sure we do not fail her. We will make sure that we will deliver on time. We will make sure that we will provide every effort that will make sure that this project is being achieved.
Thank you so much.
And do not forget that the governor of the state, who has vision for the state in terms of provision of water to the entire Ebonyians, carved out Ministry of Water Resources specifically to make sure that more speed, more attention is paid to provision of water to the whole of Ebonyians. And you can see the ministry was formerly in, what do they call it? Utilities, water utilities, and which wasn't really, heading up in most of their activities. But now that it's under the Ministry of Water Resources, you can see how swiftly and how the technologies that are being used here, they are technologies that can last for over 100 years, 150 years without anybody, like the project manager do say here some few minutes ago. So we are so happy with the governor for caring for the people, in trying to provide water for the whole Ebonyians.
Thank you so much.
We come to the IDT for the treatment. So take a look at this. You discover that it has been cleared. waiting for the pipe to be installed. So that is this one. Now this is the treatment plant. Though it's as if there is no this thing now, but we are interested in finishing the low lift, then we'll come over to the high lift to complete it. So now all attention is focused at the low lift to ensure that we get it so that we will not be overmerged by the river. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So for Ngoto, Senior Technical Assistant immediate to the Governor. Ujuku INO, Technical Assistant immediate to the Governor. Albino, Technical Assistant immediate to the Governor. Isimande, Technical Assistant immediate to the Governor. Uchina Iki, Technical Assistant immediate to the Governor. Engineer Osita Kalu God, Technical Assistant immediate to the Governor. Manika Adachidema Ili, Technical Assistant immediate to the Governor. Simbada Blasi, Technical Assistant immediate to the Governor. Francis Reedy, Technical Assistant immediate to the Governor. Kusila Lang Chinaya, Technical Assistant immediate to the Governor. Bertis Arugo, Technical Assistant immediate to the Governor.
Cause I don't know tomorrow. As I walk and pray, Lord show me love. Bless me today.